Well, thank you very much, and thank you for having me this morning.
Thank you very much for being here. We really appreciate it. And, anything that has to do with entrepreneurship is welcomed because that we know that with entrepreneurs solves problems, entrepreneurs create jobs. So we love to hear what it is that is happening in that space and to inform our listeners as well. So, Mr. Vilakazi, how was Entrepreneur Success founded?
Awesome. I really like what you just said right now. Entrepreneurship is really the answer to many life's problem, if I may call it that way, especially where we find ourselves in our country. I think entrepreneurship is absolutely the answer. So, Entrepreneur Success is a business consultancy that was started really in 2016. I studied an MBA, and my research was based on entrepreneurial traits that are needed by up and coming or startups in the Western Cape to succeed. And out of that research, I saw the need that most entrepreneurs or upcoming businesses need to actually establish themselves and develop themselves and be actually successful as they desire to be. So that's when really entrepreneur success idea or concept and the business was registered then. But then it kind of like was there. It was one of those things that I was really cooking and anticipating whether I should do it or not, and even praying about it. But I kind of like left it there. It was only during COVID when I then studied business system analysis with UCT, then really the desire and the passion to develop and train entrepreneurs kind of like was really ignited in me. So that's when really we went all out to start Entrepreneur Success.
Amazing. I love that you added something very vital there. I had to pray about it. It's important. It's important for us to
That's
pray about every single step that we take, that we do not take it on our own. Now, why do you believe that entrepreneurs need to be trained and to be developed so that they can reach, greater heights?
The narrative that you need to meet a need, and which is a great idea. You can't be in business without meeting the need, has actually changed quite a lot. And at the end of the day, it's one thing to meet the need and cater for your clients out there and take care of business. But thereafter, once you have the business, the question becomes, what do you then do? How do you scale up? How do you stay afloat as a business? How do you actually then take what you have and multiply it and build a sustainable business? And we have seen, I mean, research has it out today. 8 out of 10 businesses fail within 3 years. Out of those two that are left, or 20% that is left, they don't really make it. I would say about 10% of that actually make it past the 5-year mark. So that actually tells you that it's not necessarily that business is not there. Business is there, but I think it's more about the entrepreneur, him or herself. So it is key and important that you actually know what you're doing. You are equipped and you're constantly agile and getting yourself to understand what are the trends in the market and what's happening out there, and also be the captain of your industry. Know exactly what industry that you are in and continuously be learning. So at Entrepreneur Success, really our focus, as much as we feel that as some of us are Christian businesses, that as we feel that we are called to be marketplace ministers and to be agents of change, but we think really what is more important is more about the entrepreneur, him or herself first. If you understand the ABCs of entrepreneurship, understand why you're doing what you are doing right now, and constantly be abreast with the trends of what is happening, it becomes actually a very, very important factor of your success in the long run. So that's where we come in. We believe in continuous training. We believe that not only must entrepreneurs be successful, but they must become mentors and coaches. in the future, because it's all about generational help and ensuring that even the up and coming entrepreneurs get the assistance that they need.
Absolutely. Now, Mr. Vilakazi, what are the inhibitors, the things that are standing in the way of entrepreneurs thriving and entrepreneurs stepping into their businesses and growing from there on?
I think one is continuously doing a market research. Market research doesn't happens only when you are just starting business. And we have found with most of the businesses that we consult with, or the entrepreneurs, is that they get a business concept or an idea or an opportunity to do business. Thereafter, the focus is just on doing that business, but not understanding that business has a life cycle, and everything in life has its own life cycle. So you got to then be abreast in a way of understanding the industry that you are in first. How do you understand that? By continuously doing a market research, market feasibility, even in every project that you engage yourself in, do thorough research and ensure that what you're doing actually is in line, and it actually can be scalable and it can be sustainable as well. So I think most of the time is some of us, because of maybe our background and the situations we find ourselves in, when I get a business or when I get an opportunity to do a project, I get to be then focus and just concentrating on doing that, but then forget that after that project, then what else is going to happen. So training is key, and being agile as an entrepreneur and as a businessman is one of the most important ingredients of being successful at the end of the day.
And I think COVID has taught us that agility that you speak about, where one had to think about different ideas now. How do I make this business grow? How do I step into the digital era with my business? Now,
Correct.
looking at South Africa, you sometimes find that many entrepreneurs would complain about funding that is not there. The fact that, yes, we want to scale. Yes, we want to build these sustainable businesses, but it is so difficult to get funding for my business. There's a whole lot of red tape. What are your thoughts around that?
I'm glad you actually asked that question, because that's one of the things that we really are passionate about. Part of our services is to actually offer help to entrepreneurs and businesses out there. We start entrepreneurs all the way from ideation stage all the way to the execution stage. That means helping you first as an entrepreneur understand the concept and the business that you are in, what you want to do. And once you understand, and we actually also as entrepreneur success can kind of like vouch for you, or are happy that you understand and you know what you're doing as an entrepreneur. So then we take you through the process of helping you to then funding. So we expose you to investors out there who are investment hungry and who might be in line with the concept or the industry that you are in. Access to funding has become more and more difficult, and understandably so, because of the risks that is involved, and what has happened and what is happening globally, actually, not only in South Africa. But I think one of the most important ingredients is that we got to understand that we're not operating or working in a vacuum. If entrepreneurs come together and work together and actually form an ecosystem that allows them to be exposed to resources, which one of them, or the key one, is access to funding, it would actually go a long way. Hence, then we actually then help entrepreneurs to be actually in at that level, or be exposed to platforms where they can actually have access to funding. So we not only just say, okay, go and have funding or go look out for funding. We actually walk with you and help you find funding. Once you have funding, we then also post funding, walk with you, become like your business big brother, so to say, so that you can actually know how to actually then execute what you have and the funding that you have and be successful in the process. I'm not sure if I've answered the question.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're there to hold the hands, you're there to guide and to lead entrepreneurs when it comes to the area of funding. Now, Mr. Vilakazi, there is a summit that is coming up, a business summit on the 13th of September. Tell us a little bit about that and your involvement.
Yes, Entrepreneur Success, our business, have organized a funding summit. We've called it the Cape Business Funding Summit on the 13th of September. We have partnered with a wonderful business called One Global Stone. They own a platform called One Bridge. One Bridge really is a platform that bridges the gap between funders and businesses. So we are introducing One Bridge to the community, the business community of the Western Cape. So we urge businesses out there, if you're looking for opportunities, for funding, opportunities for training, mentorship, and coaching, this is an event for you to be in. So we have the CEO of One Bridge, Mr. Tendai Musi, who would be addressing us on the day and just explaining more about what One Bridge is all about. Through One Bridge, you actually then are exposed to a whole pool of investors, grants, and funds that are available for you as an entrepreneur to be successful. And that's what the event is mainly about. Thank you.
Excellent. Now, Mr. Vilakazi, if someone is interested in being coached, being developed by Entrepreneur Success, please give us the details, social media handles, and websites, and all those important details.
Thank you. Our number, it's all over social media, is 084 462 2637. That's our WhatsApp number. You can WhatsApp us. We will get back to you. Also, we are on our website is entrepreneursuccess.africa, www.entrepreneursuccess.africa. You can also contact us via email, which is always better. consult@entrepreneursuccess.africa. We are also on Facebook and LinkedIn. Please don't ask me the actual handles. I wouldn't tell you right now.
It's okay. We'll forgive you for today.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Vilakazi, thank you so much. We're looking forward to tracking the progress of Entrepreneur Success, and of course the entrepreneurs that you will birth, and take through a journey. So thank you so much for the work that you do. We pray that God blesses your work. May He extend your territory. May you reach even wider. May He extend your reach to go into Africa, into the world. So thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much. And thank you for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity. God bless you.
Blessings. Bye-bye. There you have it, family of Cape Pulpit. That is Mr. Vilakazi, Ezekiel Vilakazi, the founder of Entrepreneur Success.